What's going on, everybody? Got another video this week. Today I'm going to give you a little update. I did purchase a new to me fish tank. I've got a 55 gallon now. Came with the hang on the back filter. I bought a new air pump. Had a couple of air stones laying around and some new air hose. Not a design on the trim that I've seen before, I guess. Kind of like a salt and pepper gray color with a metal stand. Kind of back up and give you a full view of it here. I don't have anything in the tank yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in here, if I'm going to make it a quarantine tank. I just got a little bit of sponge in the hang on the back filter for right now, just to try and clean everything out. This tank, as you can tell by the hang on the back filter there, this tank was covered in hard water stains when I got it. You can kind of see here on the front of the glass, you can kind of see that there's still some on the outside. I believe I got most of it off the inside. Yeah, just that little bit of moving around I did of the filter there kind of knocked some stuff loose. This tank did come with some matching plastic lids that matched the trim. I've never cared for the look of the plastic lids, so I did swap out for some new glass lids, and I did purchase a new light for it. Bought one of the top fin 4-foot LED strips. Came with a little remote. The only reason I didn't go with another one of the Fluval Sky LED lights is because they no longer come with the Fluval remote that looks like this one here. I didn't like the fact of having everything controlled through my phone. I like having the remote. Because that's the way all my other tanks are run. So right after I set this tank up, I had a lot of foam that would build up around the top edge of the water here. Almost like a really bad protein buildup with nothing in the tank. This tank has now been set up now for probably about a week. I've been doing like water changes pretty much every other day because I've been, well, I guess not quite every other day, but I've done 3 water changes on it in like a week. Just to try and keep scrubbing the hard water stains and trying to get them off there. I did have this tank set up on my back deck for about an hour and a half. Testing to make sure it wasn't leaking. Had the filter running on the back to make sure that didn't leak at all. And then it also came with a AquaClear 70 that I was thinking about running, but I have to, if I do decide to run that filter, I do have to buy a new impeller for it, because the magnetic part of the impeller was so much smaller than the hole in the motor that all it did was rattle around. It eventually spin a little bit, but it rattled so bad that I didn't want to put it in here just because of how noisy it was. Like I said, I do have 2 air stones running. As you can see, the water is pretty clear. That's a look through the side. You can see I do still have some hard water stain right there that I gotta get off. But yeah, just figured I'd give you guys an update on what I got new in the last couple weeks. Leave some comments down below if you think I should do something with it. My other thought was I do have another female peacock that's holding. I didn't want to put her in here, but I was thinking about moving the yellow labs over here so that they would grow it a little bit more. A little update on these guys. Sorry, I did just feed them, so there's a lot of debris on the bottom that they're working on eating. I literally fed them right before I turned on the camera, so. Then I've got my 2 Pandagara in here that are chowing down as well. But they are growing, they've more than doubled in size. So they're getting bigger. My other thought was to move them over to the 55 gallon to give them a little bit more room to grow, and then put the female peacock in the 45 gallon. That way she would spit the fry out in there, and I could grow them out in here in the 45 and then eventually move them over into the 55 as well, before they get big enough to move them into the 90 gallon. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in next week's video.